Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the fifth and final episode of the Aberdeen rebuild. And have we got an exciting transfer window? Let's dive straight into it. So, straight from the get go, as you can see, we brought in Tosin straight away from Chelsea, free transfer, perfect. He was the first one we added straight into the team. Jack Butland, after being released from Rangers, thought why not? We'll get a Scottish registration towards our Europa League requirements. So he's came in on a free transfer just for this season. And then this year we've done some big business. We sold Raheem Sterling for 6 million to Saudi Arabia. Um, we've also sold Zayn, the centre back that didn't really play much last year. That was signed from Arsenal for 275k. Um, and from there, we decided to go and get the following. Calvin Ramsey's came back to the club on a free transfer from Liverpool, which is nice to see him back in an Aberdeen shirt. He hasn't really hit the ground running, coming back on a permanent deal. So it's a bit of a shame in regards to this one. Hopefully, he can rebalance the books come later on this season. Went and got Marcus Edwards here. Perfect right winger after we sold Raheem Sterling. Went to Arsenal not long ago for £21.5 million. So getting him on a free transfer a few seasons after that move to Arsenal is fantastic. And his stats are perfect for what we're looking for. The only thing that concerns us is that work rate. But I haven't got any major concerns about him. Hopefully he can help fill in the spot for Raheem Sterling. We're brought in a lovely CDM to come in and cover the first team. This is Samu, who I always like to pick up on Football Manager. He was fantastic last year and he's really good this year. As you can see, solid stats for this defensive midfielder spot that we needed to fill. And as you can see from the games, 5 games and 1 assist so far. So really good start from him. Gaba Gabia, sorry. So Gabia, have brought him in on a free transfer from Roma. He's going to be a good addition to the centre backs as he's a solid centre back from the Italian league. Hopefully, he will really help bolster that defence as well for this last season. We brought in Tobias as well, another really good rotation player to bring in from Milan. He used to be an absolute sensational wonder kid back in the day when you could buy him from Norway, but now he's been signed on a free transfer, 25 years of age, plenty of room for growth, and really good to rotate in and around the side. And then last but not least, you remember this guy from Arsenal back in his days, Balogun. He's came in, as you can see, released from Monaco, had a good season in Monaco not that long ago as well. So as you can see, the first 3 seasons didn't score loads of goals, but did have a really good average rating around there. Last season wasn't fantastic from him, but he's came into us 5 games so far, 3 goals and 1 assist. So fantastic on that front as well. We've done a really good, fantastic transfer market this season, if I do say so myself. In regards to the schedule, we start off really well. As you can see, the Europa League the Europa League first qualifying path. So we came down that route. We beat the likes of I can't really pronounce this team's name. Legia Warsaw, Istanbul. We beat them, and then we went and played Antwerp, who we drew 2-2 at home with, and then got beat 3-1 away from home. So it's a bit of a shame on that one. Premiership side of things, starting off with a draw at Dundee, really disappointing to get a draw there. 5-2 win against Kilmarnock, which is really good from us. Raith Rovers beating them 3-0, Hearts beating them 3-0, and then losing just recently 3-2 against Rangers, which is a big upset because we started off beating them 2-1 at one point in this match. So it's a shame that we lost with a 3-2 loss to Rangers. Hopefully we can turn it around this season. As you can see, tactic-wise, we're staying the same. If I was to pick the team with the best XI, with no restrictions, this is how it would look to line up. As you can see, obviously, the likes of Balogun and Edwards don't come straight into the side, and as you can see, also Hadji is also on the bench. But we are looking a lot more in depth at the team, and we're looking so good for the upcoming season. As you can see, Samu goes straight into that centre defensive midfielder role alongside Pabega. And you can also see on the bench as well, we've got the likes of this young lad who's coming through as well, Jamie Mesa here. He's been playing really well, coming in around the first team, so he isn't going to get loaned out this season and will hopefully help at that centre back position when we need cover for that. But fantastic, can't wait to get into the season, and hopefully we can end this season with hopefully another cup and the Scottish Premiership title, because so far not so good. Third in the Scottish Premiership with Rangers sat at the top, undefeated, 5 games, and Celtic dropping points with a draw against Motherwell. So let's get the end of the season, and let's fingers crossed we can eventually knock Celtic off the top of the leaderboard and get our championship. The end of the season is upon us, and as things just got from bad to worse, We fell down the pecking order and we finished third in our final season. As you can see, 6 losses, 2 of them against Rangers, 2 of them against Celtic, 1 against Kilmarnock, and another against somebody else, which we're not even going to look into. Well, we will when we see the schedule, but I'm devastated to see that we haven't progressed from the signings we made this season. Let's have a look at the schedule and see where we fell off this season. So, looking back at the start of the season, as you can see, this is where we left up. We got beat off Rangers 3-2. We then went on a massive winning streak until we drew 1-1 against Celtic, which isn't too bad. We then went on again to where we finished and got beat 3-1 off Rangers away from home. We've been on a bit of a run. The good thing is we did manage to secure the VR Play Cup again. So back-to-back winners with that one, which is good, but it's the Scottish version of the Carabao Cup, unfortunately. So not amazing. We did alright in the Europa Conference League phase, and then we just went on a really bad patch of form. Drawn against Motherwell 1-1, drawn against Hibs 0-0, getting beat 3-2 off Celtic at home, getting beat 3-1 off Kilmarnock away from home. Then we went on a bit of a running streak. Really good. So won the full month of January, drew against Hearts in February, went on another win streak in February, didn't lose a game in March. Actually, sorry, we didn't even lose a game from January, February, March time. Then lost against Celtic in April, 1-0 away from home. Europa Conference League quarter-finals, which we managed to beat Strasbourg. Drew 1-1 against them at home and beat them 4-2 away from home. Dundee, we beat them 1-0 in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. Semi-final played at Atlanta, which would be 4-1 4-1 away from home. Then got beat 2-0 off Rangers away from home, and then Atlanta beat us at home 2-1. We then won against Hibs, Motherwell, and drew against Celtic. We then played Hibs, and we actually won the Scottish Cup final, which is a really big positive. So we've won the Scottish FA Cup technically, and we've won the Carabao Cup of the Scottish Cup pretty much. We've got a double, which is good to say the least, but it's come with a good cost of getting the third place. Then we made it to the Conference League final, which we got beat 4-2 against Newcastle. I mean, if you look at the game, it's a bit of a shame to have a result like that. We did well, but Newcastle, in the end, sort of deserved to win because they took their chances when they need to take them. They started with a scoring from Gordon to then Trippier making it 2-0. We got one back. Then Isak scored to make it 3-1. And then we got an own goal, which made it 4-1. We managed to get one back at 79th minute, but the game was already done and dusted at that point. It is a big shame. It really is. To not get something like that and get a treble would have been fantastic. Honestly, I wouldn't have been really upset with the Premiership if we'd have got a treble. The double's okay, but not amazing. As you can see, the full season, there wasn't a point in the season where we were at the top point of being first. Rangers just ran away with the league. They've managed to beat Celtic to win in the league this year. Celtic finished second. Obviously, goal difference just made them win the league. But we're nearly we're a total of 11 points away from even being in the top flight of first and second. So really poor from us to finish the season. Goal difference has been fantastic as always. Looking at the squad, as you can see, appearance-wise, goalkeeper's doing fine. Goals, Pellegrini scored 45 goals. 45 across all competitions. 20 goals in the league. Solid from him as always. Bagola, 13 goals, 5 assists, 33 games. Perfect from him. Hadji, fantastic season again from Hadji. As you can see, really solid player. He's been consistent ever since we signed him. McAtee, fantastic. A lot of interest coming in for our players now, which is crazy. But yes, we did absolutely fantastic. Calvin Ramsey, coming back from being on loan with us, didn't really have a fantastic season, unfortunately. But I am devastated by that, but I'm happy about the domestic double, to say the least. Let us know in the comments how you thought we got on. I mean, the save will be available on the Patreons if you would like to become a member. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get access to this save and you can take over from where I left off. Then you can show us how far you get with this Aberdeen team. Do you change the tactic? Do you sign new players? Let us know. And for those that do take over this save, I'll show you the finances now. The board's actually backed us a little bit. £3 million in the transfer budget. We're overspending the wage budget, so let's have a quick look at that. 50 grand overspending on the wage budget. So you're looking at less than that. Less than £1 million, maybe. Yeah, a lot less than £1 million. So you don't really have much to spend at all. You're lucky if you've even got a transfer budget. But see if you can build this team into something different to what I did. Let us know by sending us some images of how far you take this team. Do you win the Scottish Premiership with them? Do you win any sort of European trophy with them? That's it for the series and that for this episode. Don't forget, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and don't forget to check out the playlist down below where you can have access to the Ipswich Town rebuild also, which we did on the channel. There's also a vote out now where you can select the next league we do a rebuild for as well. Take care for now, and thanks for watching.